everybody, Kyle Dildine standing outside the Boise Town Square Mall, looking like a conceited millennial, taking a selfie of himself. So I'm sure everybody's curious where the market has been going in 2019, and that's the whole purpose of this video, is to kind of share what we've seen in the month-to-month basis and where it could be going. Tried like 7 times to get water out of that and it didn't happen. Oh well. Finally found a bottle of water. It took me like 6 stores to finally find something. I guess at this point I probably should start. Been kind of procrastinating it, but alright, here we go. What you should know about the Boise market for basically 2019. Before I tell you about the market and how it's improved over 2019, I think it's important to state, because there's going to be somebody out there that's going to say, what about 2008? Market could always collapse. There could always be a downturn. Market value could go, through the roof or through the toilet, and that's a fair point. We saw that in 2008, and I think a lot of people, especially my generation, we were really young at that point. We got hurt and didn't really know why, and so that's a totally fair reason to be scared. But you have to look at real estate as a long-term investment, because over time, like since the 1900s when they started tracking real estate prices, it has gone up, historically speaking. So yes, you could buy real estate tomorrow, and yes, it could tank tomorrow right after you close. But if you consider long term where real estate goes, eventually you're going to make a profit back. And if you don't believe me, you have to just go look at the numbers yourself from what happened in 2006, 7, and 8, and then of course what happened in 2009 all the way down to 2012, where I think it hit rock bottom and started again coming back up. So that's for the person that's going to comment that says, real estate doesn't always go up. I agree, it doesn't always go up. There are moments where it goes down, and if you can buy during that time, that's great. But waiting to buy for that time may end up in you waiting a very long time. Something to think about. So, August prices. The median home price in Ada County for pre-existing homes. There's figures for new construction and all the other counties. I'm just going to do Ada County and pre-existing homes to keep this video a reasonable length. Purchase price, average purchase price was $355,000 with 32 days on market, compared to a year ago where the average purchase price was $309,200, so $309,200, and the average days on market was 20 days. I just shared August of last year just to give you kind of the full year spectrum, just where we're at. So let's start now in January of 2019, this year. The average price was $318,000, and the average days on market were 49 days. That's important to know because people have been hearing these crazy stories where people get offers in 4 hours or 4 days or a week or whatever, and when your neighbor who's trying to sell doesn't get that, they start freaking out. It's important to know that the market may not be as hot as it was, and so that may mean that it may take a little bit of time to sell your home. It doesn't mean the world is coming to an end. It just means that you have to take a little bit of time. So also understand too that the days on market in the winter might be a little bit longer, and that's the thing that you just have to realize. So February, our average purchase price is $324,800. Days on market are 52 days on market. So for that first month, we saw about a $6,000 increase. Already starting to climb up. Now I'm gonna go find a different place in the mall, because I'm getting weird looks here, to give you the rest of the months. Alright, found a new spot. Had to talk myself into it, even though I just was doing a video. It takes so much mental energy to go to a public place and talk to a camera and have people look at you like you're crazy. Okay, so we're in March. Average purchase price in March for homes was 335,000. Average days on market was 50 days on market. So we're going down now. Days on market. Purchase price makes a big jump up though. In April, we're at 331,999. So basically 332. Our average days on market goes down quite a bit though, down to 41 days. So that's not to be, I wouldn't be surprised by that, honestly. Probably just a little dip right there as people are getting ready for the main buying season of that May, June, July, getting warmed up for that. So it was a really small little section, but I feel like again I'm gonna probably go find a new spot to share these last couple months. Did this video on a massage chair just expecting it not to actually massage me. It's giving me a little free massage. That's cool. Alright, back up to May. So May we were looking at, for the average purchase price, 342,999. So basically 343. Average day on market, 32 days. June we're at 354,405 at 31 days. And July we're at 349,900 with 30 days on market. Which brings us back to here, we're at 355 with 32 days on market. So pretty average, we're going up about $5,000 or so. It's only, 2 months that it went down, the average purchase price went down. And that could, mean a lot of things. Could have been more like first-time homeowners buying in that month. It could have been less homes on market for the higher end homes. So just something to consider. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Basically, if you had bought last year, and this is averages, so stay with me here. If you had bought last year, you'd have $50,000 in equity in your home. Now that can vary depending on where you are in the valley, what type of home you bought, etc. But that $50,000 is something that you could use to improve your home, maybe add a little bit of sweat equity to your home. It's also something that you could pull some of that money out and use it to buy investment properties if that's the route that you want to go, or just generally building your net worth and helping you get up that ladder someday to be able to retire, with a nice lump sum in your bank. Now, there's a lot of people that have been throwing this meme around, like it's this guy behind a tree rubbing his hands, and it says millennial buyers waiting for the next recession. If the next recession looks like the last recession, which I don't think it will, but if it does, I hope you buy as much property as you can, because you will be loaded in like 10 years after that, and that'll be awesome. And I really hope that you don't use excuses when it gets down to it of saying, oh, it could keep going down, it could keep going, I don't know what I'm going to buy. Because then when it starts going up, you're going to say, well, I don't know, I haven't had the funding. You're going to make excuses. So I hope that you buy then if that happens. If it doesn't happen, and I kind of am under the belief that it won't happen that way, if you look at the past recessions, chances are it probably won't, or if it does, it's going to be a minor dip, then you could be missing out by not buying right now. Obviously, every family situation is personal, and you have to decide prayer, meditation, what works best for you. But I would say that it can't hurt to sit down with me for 15 minutes and evaluate and see what we could do with where you qualify and what kind of home we could get you in. I am a little hesitant to say keep waiting, because you could buy right now with a payment that you're comfortable with. That's my big thing. Buy with a payment you're comfortable with. Don't over leverage yourself, and be fine through a recession. and probably actually have a payment lower, because if we're going to be completely honest, you buy now and then your property values go down, so your taxes go down and your payment gets lowered. So you could even have a lower payment going through a recession if that's the case. But historically, real estate goes up, and I think you have to remember that. And I would suggest just sitting down, having a conversation with me about what we could do. If this year is not the year, then maybe next year, and we'll see. So other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for dealing with me walking around the mall and getting a little back massage. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at kyle@onerealty1.com. Thanks. You should know that I totally use this video as an excuse to go walk around the mall and look at coats for the winter. Not sorry.